Right. So today we will discuss about the concept of what is the process of keyword research. In our last topic, we discussed about what is meant by keyword research, what is the importance of the keyword research, and how we actually what are the types of queries, etc. In our today's topic, first we will discuss about what is meant by business analysis and product categorization. This is a part one of our keyword research process. Number two, we will discuss about brainstorming. Number three, we use some keyword tools called as Google AdWords keyword tool. Okay. Over here, we'll be discussing about this tool and to know how to analyze the data related to one keyword. After that, we will analyze the competition of a specific keyword, and then we will see how to pick up our relevant keywords, how to take our keywords which are really helpful for us, and then we will see this measuring is not a part of keyword research. Actually, this will be after SEO we will do this process. Okay, but because this is a cycle of keyword research, so when we implement on page and off page, this topic is also included. But as of now, because we are only starting the work, okay, so these 5 steps are there. We are going to use these 5 steps for our SEO process. So first step is what is meant by the first step is what is meant by the process of business analysis and product categorization. What is really mean by this? Why should we do this product analysis, about business analysis and product categorization, and what we do it in? And one more important thing, if you have studied MBA or any sort of management studies, business analytics or business analysis is a separate subject. Okay, an MBA will study this for one semester. He will learn lot of concepts in business analysis and all that, but we are not going into that level. Our major requirement is analyzing the business analysis is nothing but there are few simple steps are there. If you understand these few steps, okay, if you take these few points, then the process of keyword research will become damn easy for your work, will be very easy for your implementation. Number one, the first point we will ask or we will consider here in the business analysis is understand the business goal of the website. Now, what do you mean by understanding the business goal? Okay, it's like this. If suppose I'll give you an example. I'm one say one individual customer, and I came to you and I asked, I want to do SEO for my project. So you should assume that first of all, you will ask my business. You will ask me, what is my niche market? What is the product I'm offering? Okay, where I'm offering. So first you will ask my niche market. So when you ask the niche market of my business, I will tell you that this is the niche market. But you will ask me, sir, what is the goal of your website? Why you created a website? Remember, website is not created always for the online business. Some website has different roles. Some website has a different goal. So the first topic of our discussion would be, what is the business goal? So we will speak with our client to understand the business goal of the website, so that our work will be easier and simpler compared to other aspects. So we will make our planning based on the business goal. Then know the niche market of your business. Remember, niche market is nothing but in the market, what is your product, what is your specific business type. Example, if you ask like, sir, what is the business goal of web training? So I can say the business goal of web training says we want to offer classroom training and online training. See, these are the two services which are offering. One is what? Online training. One is what? Classroom training. If you ask them, what is your niche market? So I will say my niche market is only digital marketing and web designing. This is a very small segment. Okay, I'm not saying I'm offering every course, I'm offering A to Z courses. No, I'm just telling you that my niche market is only digital marketing and web designing. It's a very small topic, so I can target it more effectively. So the first two things we have to understand from the client is what is the goal of the website. Second, we will understand is niche market of the business. Then categorization I will tell you later. Okay, then we will understand, know the target geographical area, meaning you will ask your client, so what is your target area, which area is your interest of, which area you want to target for your business. That is the geographical area target also we will take. And after that, understand the target audience, which means who are your audience. Are your audience working professionals? Are your audience tech savvy? Are your audience just novice beginners? Who are your audience? So you have to understand your audience as well. So now see, these 4 points will actually determine these 4 points. Okay, point 1, 2 and point 4, 5. These 4 points will determine the basic understanding of the business, that okay, what is this business about, what is the target location of the business, what is the target market of the business, who are the target audience of the business, so that you can make a basic planning. You will see, okay, fine, because this is the area of our target, so according to this I would like to work in so and so method. I will show you a practical example so you get a very easy understanding. No problem in that. When I teach you practical now, you will easily understand. And then after analyzing all this stuff, we have to know what are the categories of the products, what are the different categories of business which we are actually our client is offering. So this concept also we will see how to analyze the the categorization of this business. So first of all, let us take what is okay in a nutshell. What is business analysis is, in simple terms, understanding what is the goal of the company, understanding the market of the company, understanding the products of the company, target location and target audience. But how we do that, let me just go with a very simple example for this process. Example for this one example scenario, let me just increase the font size. Okay, now example scenario for this project is very simple. Assume that I'm doing a project. I have taken a project. We are doing right now this project. Okay. The software project is getsoftwareservice.com. This is the project. Assume that this client has called you and say, see, I want to take up SEO services. I want your services for making my website on the top position. So first, I will ask my client, what is the business goal? Now, what the client really wants to get. So the client have told to me that he wants leads of students. This is actually a training services. Okay, leads of students from for software testing. This is a business goal. Okay, so that he wants to get as many leads as possible. Number two. Second, I've asked him, like, see, let me know what is your niche market. Okay, what is your niche market? So he said the niche market which I'm offering specifically is, I'm offering training, but I'm offering software testing training. That is the niche market of the business. Then I will ask him, what is the location of your target? So he said, my location, target location is what? Canada. So see, first option is project, which means the name of the website. Second is business goal. What he wants is, he wants leads of the student for software testing or looking for software testing courses, and niche market is nothing but software testing training, and location of that particular business is, it's nothing but Canada. And I asked him, who are the audience, like who are your audience? So he said male or female. Okay, and age group, the age group of the audience, who are most of them are mature audience. So audience age group is somewhere around 25 to 40 is the age group, not 40 exactly, 35 is the age group. Okay, that is the age group of his target audience. And then he also asked him, so is he targeting NRIs, or sorry, is he targeting Indians in Canada, or is he targeting the local people of Canada, that is the foreigners of Canada, the actual native of Canada? So he said, my target is the Indians living in Canada. Okay, not other countries. He's mainly focusing on Indians living in Canada. At the same time, even if we get some business from the local local native users also, he said that is also okay for me. Is it clear with this option? So this way we did basic. Remember, sometime it will take because I know about this client, so I'm giving in one point to while. But sometimes to understand the business goal, it takes some time actually, because you need to speak a lot with your company. You have to speak with the client, and you have to speak with him with lot of different factors, because sometimes initially client won't reveal all the details. Okay, so in that case you have to go with some assumptions and all that, so that will take certain time. Is it clear with this first point, everyone? Yes. Right, now let me just take, okay, fine, perfect. So did you got a point here? So this is a basic way of analysis. Now I'll tell you one more, to do this work for yourself also. See, if you are planning to do any project, you have to understand the same way. First, you should understand what is your business goal. You should understand whom you are targeting. You should understand what location you are targeting. You should understand who are your target audience, so that it will be very easy for you to, plan your project accordingly. Now see, these are the four steps, four information, four data which you want to gather, and we have taken this information. Now the next process is, as I told you here, we have categorize the products or categorize the business. So what I will do now is, the next option is product categories. So what are the product categories offered by the client is, Let me, because already I have gone through all this stuff, so I'm showing you directly the practical option of this. So first of all, I will take smart art so that it's easy for us to show the hierarchical process. Okay, so now you see these are the categories of the products which the client actually wants to offer or actually wants to provide services to the users in Canada. Are you following my point here? Did everyone got the functionality here in a simple way? What exactly is the requirement of the client here? Yes, please ask any questions in this. Remember, this is a small project, so I was okay. Let me just save this out. Okay. Now, please ask any questions. If anyone have got any question, please ask in this. Okay. Is it simple and clear? Easy format, right? Because see, the the project is not too big. It's just a basic project. So that's the reason I was easily able to do the categorization. But imagine, imagine suppose if I am working, let us imagine this way, that if I am not working on this, but imagine that if I am working with a website, suppose it's a Flourish website. Imagine it is a Flourish website. Now can you tell me, Flourish, if I'm talking about a Flourish, will it be a real big project? Flourish website, is it big project or a small project if I want to work for a Flourish project? Yes, please, I'm asking a question here. A Flourish website, do you consider it as a big project or a small project? Okay. Yasin says it's small and Jinsi says big project. Yes. Yes, please. Other answers. Okay. Indra says big. Okay, fine. Any more questions here, please? Right. Right. So you see, some of you most of you are saying that this is a big project. Right. Actually, the answer for that is yes. It's a very very big project. You may say, sir, why you are saying it's a big project means. Let me give you the basic understanding. See, when you are doing the categorization of a flower website or a florist website, they will have so many different types of flowers, so many different types of categories. See, for marriage there are different flowers, for anniversaries there are different flowers, for Valentine's Day there is a different flower, for Mother's Day there are different flowers. Meaning, if I want to do the categorization of a flower website, it will be very complicated, meaning it will be very lengthy. So that's the reason I can consider that a florist website is what really a big project. In fact, if you want to see one local florist website, see, HyderabadOnlineFlorist.com. Just have a look at this website and see, nowadays florist companies are not just selling flowers. They are even selling chocolates. They are selling cakes. They are selling almost everything. You may say, sir, why they are selling everything? Because that is the demand of the market. There is a demand of the market. For that reason, they are selling almost everything possible. Okay, because when someone is making a purchase online, assume that there is a kid's birthday. What he wants to do is he wants to send this the gift, or gift plus flowers plus cake. So he is not going to sell that from separate portals. He want to sell that from only one portal, right? So that's the reason nowadays every gift website has a requirement of having multiple products together. So now you see, but they're doing too much actually. If you see here, home appliances, air coolers. This is totally worst scenario. Why it is very worst scenario is it doesn't make any sense at all. You may say, sir, why it doesn't make sense? Is because it is too much. Okay, because you are a flower website and you are selling these appliances, it doesn't make sense. In fact, this is a very bad business strategy. Why? Because I think what is my thinking is, because they got one website, so in that website they are selling everything, but doesn't make sense. Okay, because if you really want to have more benefit and branding, then the better option would be you sell products which are related to one specific segment. Then you get more value. and your website is flourished and you're selling appliances, that doesn't make sense. It's a wrong business strategy. Okay, so this way we have to see every company. If you take Flipkart, you see what are the product categorization. It will be too big. Okay, see here: electronics, men, women, baby kids, baby and kids, home furniture, book media, more. Now have a look at this. Electronics, can you see how many categories they have? Mobiles, okay, tablets, mobile accessories, televisions, peripherals, laptop. You see this, all the bold objects we have, right? This all bold objects are nothing but categories. And under that we have again subcategories. And then again we will have each of this, we will have some products. So is it too big? As per my analysis, website like e-commerce site may take some months of time for them to analyze this. It's not just 1 day or 2 day work. It will take some months of time to analyze this type of big project. So remember, if the project is too big, okay, automatically the keyword research and everything will become very, very lengthy. But if the project is small, it will be simple and easy for us to work out. Okay, so this is the first part of the discussion, called as a basic analysis of the project. With the help of some basic analysis and work, we have got some basic idea about what the business is and what are the product categories they are offering. Anyone have any question, please ask, so that I can go to the next topic. Yes, please. Anyone? No questions? Fine. Right. So let me go with the next topic of discussion. Now, see, the next part of our SEO process is, as we see in this process. The second one is what? Brainstorming to get keywords. Now, what is brainstorming? So, what I want you to do is, see here. Very simple. I want to think of, okay. Now let's take in this way. I have given you products, right? QA training, QTP training, Selenium, BA, and SQL. What I want is related to QA. Okay, please search. Think about some keywords which the user may search. Okay, this is a question. Please think about the keywords and type one or two keywords of your choice. Please type one or two keywords. What do you think will people will search for in Canada that are related should be to be Canada? Okay. Yes, please search for some few keywords. Okay. One second. I got few answers here. Only I want QA, no other words. Only QA. So okay, let me right. Let's okay. Please, everyone, just give your entry. Jinsi, Anupama, and Yasin has given the entries. I think Indra and Sivalila has to give the entry. Okay, Indra, QA training in Canada. Okay. Yes. Leela, you have to give your entry, please. Think any word, okay, which may be relevant. Okay, fine. So I'll just go with this option. So I'll just read out the keywords, okay. So one keyword here is QA Courses Canada. I'll take down those options, okay, so that I just have some process here. So I want to just tell you the process clearly, okay. So first I'll take the option number one, QA Courses Canada. Okay, next QA in Canada. Then BA Canada is not relevant. Okay, QA training online. Okay, then QA training in Canada. Okay, and quality analysis course. So I'll add all. Okay, quality analysis course. Fine. So these are the keywords you have selected, right? So now see, actually what is brainstorming really is. What is the meaning of brainstorming is, just with the help of your own analysis, just with the help of your own thinking. Okay, so what we will try to do is we try to find out. Okay, I'll just write here. Okay, with just with our thinking, what we will try to understand is what may be the keywords which the user may be searching for. So now see, we will get some ideas here, like QA course, courses Canada, QA in Canada, QA training online, like this. But remember, that is not actually a correct way of analysis. I'll tell you how we professionally analyze the brainstorming. What is really brainstorming is done is there is a small process is there, just a one-step process is there. So I'll just tell you what is the process. Number one, first of all, brainstorming is nothing but it's a process of analyzing the possible search terms used by the searcher. But how we use this technique is, number one, first go with common words your user will use for that industry. Number two, use synonyms. And number three, use specific details. Specific details means like, is it online or offline, whether it's in Canada or outside Canada, whether it's a specific place or not. So we'll go with specific details. Now I'll give you same concept, but I will type some very relevant and very much uh, related keywords, so you will understand how I will go with that. Now first I'll say QA is our industry, right? What I'm offering in QA is, first of all, I'm offering training. So let's take first keyword, QA training. Now what is the synonym of training is QA course. QA course is a synonym. Remember, the plural will come into play automatically, so I will only target this singulars. Okay, so QA training and QA courses are two keywords. Now I want to ask one more question. Is this training offered in online or classroom? So I will say, okay, online QA training. Again, will I offer this in course also? Yes, online QA course. So you see, same similar pattern. I have added what? 4 keywords. Then I will say QA training in Canada. Same, QA training in Toronto. Then again QA course in Canada and QA course in Toronto. Now tell me, if I follow this method, right, will I get lot of variations very easily or not? Will I get many variations? Because I'll take the same root word. The root word is QA. With that root word, I will add training. With that root word, I will add course. With that root word, I will add institute. With that root word, I will add college. Like this, if I add some 10, one root word and I've added 10 words to it, automatically it will be very helpful for us to analyze the data. Yes or no? And then we can add Toronto, we can add Canada, we can do lot of many keywords so that we can understand what user may be searching for. This is only guesswork, but it's not really correct. So after this, we will have the next process. This is which is very important for our subject, which is actually called as the keyword research tool. And we will do this keyword research with a specific practical tool itself. But did you got the concept here? You see, we only did a guesswork to understand what user may be searching. What we have understood from this entire process. Yes, please. What we have understood from this entire brainstorming concept is we got some list of keywords which may be, not really, which may be searched by the user. Now, what is the benefit of this searches is, in simple terms, when you are using this search keywords, when you are doing this searching, the major benefit you are going to get is the, you will understand what may be the potential target industry, what will be the potential keywords which the user will search for. But it's only guesswork. Now my question is, out of this keyword, which one you will pick? Assume that out of all these keywords I have typed here, if you want to pick up one keyword for your target audience, for your website, which one you will pick? Yes, please. Okay. Okay. Right. So I got one answer is QA training Canada. One student will pick it up. Next, second one, QA courses in Canada, and third student will pick up QA training in Canada. Okay, right. Any more suggestions, please? Yeah, QA training in Canada. Okay, right. So now my question is it your guesswork? Is this your guesswork? You'll say, are you doing guess or you are just? Did you have any real data with you? We are selecting QA training Canada, right? Okay, do you know that more people are searching for that now? Have you did any research right now? Or we are just doing a guesswork? See, have you did any research now regarding that keyword? No. Yeah, only we are thinking about relevancy, correct? But imagine if we select a keyword, okay, which is very relevant to the website, but no one will search for it. Okay, example, if I rank for the keyword online, see, the keyword is online digital marketing training in Hyderabad. This is a very relevant keyword to my website, but imagine only 5 users search for this keyword every month. Okay, so is it going to be valuable? Only 5 people are searching for this keyword. Will it be valuable or not? This is a no, it's not valuable at all. Why? Because only 5 people are searching. So what is the use of this keyword? So in real time scenario, the next process which we are going to discuss is the very crucial and critical part of our keyword research. Yeah, see, what we will think about the option is, see, if the keyword, okay, is not getting any visitors, they are not getting any visitors. Okay, so when no one is searching for that keyword, okay, will it be any benefit on in that? We see, conversions will come later. See, conversions will come, but conversion depend on the searches. Suppose if no one is searching for that keyword and we added that keyword, will I get any conversion at least? When there are no searches, there is no point of conversion. Yes or no? So for that reason, we will do some research work and find out which keywords are more beneficial, which keywords are not beneficial. In a step-by-step process, I will show you a tool and then we will practically do that work itself. Actually, one point agency is pointing that, the keyword, like keyword training in Canada is more valuable in terms of conversions. I agree, but first I need to know whether people are searching for it or not. If people are not searching for it, correct. So will I get many conversions in that? Yeah, Jinsi. Will we get any conversions? If people are not searching, there is no searches for that. Maybe zero searches. So maybe people are not searching for it. Correct? If people are not searching, we won't get any conversion. So we have to think about it. Let us go with the concept. Let's see the tool. You will get the clarity of why I'm giving emphasis on searches by the user. Now most of you selected keyword training in Canada only, but let me now show you the real data. Now the third step of our keyword research process is called as the use keyword research tools for data. Remember, this is the very important. Actually, this is the actual work of the keyword research. This is a tool which will provide you the entire data and everything is in this tool only. So I will go to that tool. Okay, so what is that tool is, I should go to the tool google.com/sk2. Okay, that's a short URL, google.com/what, sk2. So click on that option. Now, it's Google AdWords Keyword Planner. Remember, this tool is both used for paid marketing as well as non-paid marketing. But this tool was created actually for paid users, which is AdWords, which is actually AdWords. But that's not a big problem. We are actually going with normally we can sign in and we can use ourselves as well. Now see this. The purpose of this keyword research tool is to understand what people are searching, where they are searching, how many times they are searching. Lot of amazing data will come up. Let us go with this option. Sign in with any of your existing Gmail account. It will log in you in that. Any existing account, no problem at all. Okay. Okay, next. Now here we see in this tool we are actually been provided with 4 options are there. Okay, let me just briefly explain you the 4 options. Number 1, search for new keyword and ad group ideas. Remember, ad group ideas is not our requirement. This is we'll discuss in PPC. Okay, search for new keyword ideas. Point 1. Point 2. Get search volume for a list of keywords and group them into ad group. Remember, ad groups is not a concept now. We can only search for certain list of keywords to just understand how many people are searching for that. Then get traffic forecast for a list of keywords. This is PPC, which means you will type some keywords and you will know how many visitors you may get from that particular keyword. And then last one is multiply keyword list to get new keyword ideas, which means there will be 3 or 4 blocks of areas where you can add multiple words in that, from where you can able to get the option. That I'll show you first of all. Step 1 option here. See here. The first option I want to know is, already I have a set of keywords and immediately I want to know whether I will get the benefit or not. So just copy all these keywords and I want to know the search volume. Search volume means in a monthly basis how many people are searching for this keyword. So copy all these keywords And now, what is our location target? Not India. Our target is all over Canada. So select all over Canada. Next, negative keyword. I don't want any negative keyword. This was added already in my account, so no negative keyword. And I want to see the monthly search volume. This is per average last 1 year. What is the volume of each of this query? So let's click on get search volume. Click on this option. Perfect. Yes, have a look at the data. Right? So are we getting some keyword list here? See, whatever you have added, are you getting only that keyword list? Yes. So what are the keywords we have added? QA training, QA course. So here you see this is not at all important. Forget about these blocks. Remember why these blocks are not very important is because these blocks are actually used for PPC. Later when I discuss about PPC AdWords, then I will tell you about what do you mean by competition, what do you mean by suggested bid. Remember, this competition doesn't have any relation with SEO. This competition and bid price are used in PPC marketing. That is the second module of our discussion, so we don't need to go into this topic at all. Okay, so what as a user I'm looking for is what is the most important keyword which people are searching from Canada is number one. QA training is just searched for 90 times. Very small volume because it's a very small niche market, very small industry. Number two, QA course just search for 10 times. And online QA training 10 times all over Canada. This is very funny, okay? Online QA course just 10 times. QA training in Toronto 10 times. Now here is the point. I ask you one question. So most of you selected QA training in Toronto, correct? But we had one very big disappointment. What is the disappointment is here. What is the number of times people are searching for this? Okay. So did you understood now the point? So if I target QA training in Canada, if I am on the first position also, will I get any visitors for that? In general, according to the research data, see, people start searching from next month, we don't know that. But as of now, as per the research information, will we get any value? Will we get any users to our website or not? Just see the data and tell. It's not guesswork. This is practical, data. It's a monthly volume we are having in front of our screen, right? Yes, please. Now tell me your point. So which keyword you think is the most valuable keyword for our SEO work now? Most valuable keyword. So is it QA training or not? Yes, it's QA training. Why? Because it has the highest volume. Understood my point? So this is a way it will work out. Jinsey, you got a point now? It's a good keyword. QA training in Canada is a good keyword, but as of our volume is there, does it have any people searching for that? Yes, so there are no one searching, so we won't get any benefit at all. So that is the concept of this keyword research. Now this is one tool, okay? So let's click on back, go back to the search tool. Now I will tell you, we were adding some tools. Google was telling us that keywords only, right? This is not really the purpose of it. It's only used for this brainstorming ideas. So forget about this. This is not really important for us. The most important tool for our entire research work is this one. Remember, the amazing thing about this tool is it will provide you amazing suggestions. It will tell you those words which you have never thought actually. Meaning, it will, if you just type a word, it will tell you what people are searching in that industry, what people are searching for that keyword. Every keyword it will do an automated analysis and tell you the information. So click on search for new keyword and ad group ideas. Click on this option. Now see, we got some box here and landing page. I'll tell you this landing page and how it works. So first option is box option. Now what is this box? Is simple. Enter one or more of the following, meaning you can search by product or services. You can search by just adding your website. You can search by just selecting your category. Okay, three ways are there. First we will go with, okay, I'll just add one keyword in this, QA training, QA course. Simple. Only two words I'm adding, QA training and QA course. And I want to know what are all the relevant keywords which are related to QA training and QA course in Canada, not in all over the world, only in Canada. So I have selected already the targeting was Canada. So now I want to see the past 12 months data. You just click on get ideas and you will be surprised to see some results now. Okay. Now this is a new research. It's not like old version. Okay. Okay. Have a look at the data here. So how many keyword ideas Google have provided us? 802 research ideas Google has provided us. It's a big number, right? 802 research keywords. Now, you see the ones we have added which will appear on the top segment, which is QA training and QA course. So tell me, QA training and QA course, are they relevant or irrelevant? They are relevant, right? So here you see there is the option add to plan. So click on add to plan and click on add to plan. So we are adding these two keywords into our research data. Perfect. So both keywords we have added to the plan. Now let's scroll down. QA, one word, just one word. Will you target this or you won't target this? Answers please. QA and also quality assurance. Will you target or you won't target? Answers please. Okay. Okay, it's too generic, right? Target, yes. Can impact conversions. Cause competition is low, little relevance. Yes, we will target. Okay, now the problem is QA is basically very generic term. Remember, when you go with the word QA, you will get Wikipedia on the top. You will get some old website, like actual QA. You know the companies who are offering the QA softwares. You will get that website. So it may be very difficult. It may not be that much possible for us. Okay, it will be very difficult. That I will tell you how to understand that option. But technically, as a website is concerned, as of now, in a long term strategy, QA will be my keyword which will come automatically, meaning when I target for QA training, QA course, and I have spent many years in the search engine, then immediately Google will rank us for QA also, but it will take time. But as a strategy, I will not go with that. Okay, one question I'm getting here. If a user search for QA training, display all the results from the full globe. Not necessarily will it be local results in the search. Indra is asking the question. Remember, whenever a person is in Canada, when he search for QA training, okay, he will see results from mainly Canada. He will also see results from US because they are very close proximity, but most of those results will come from Canada because that is called as user context algorithm. Suppose, I'll tell you an example. See here, you will understand from India. Suppose I go to google.co.in. Okay, if I search for the keyword web designing course, okay, generally it should be from global, right? But you see the now point. First website is web training. So are we getting results from web trainings only? Okay, see here, this is web trainings first website. Then if you scroll down, all of these websites are from our local place itself. So what do you mean by that? What we get from that? It means Google is using a user context algorithm. Yeah, it depends on their IP address. Yes, you search for the same keyword, okay, you'll see different results will come for you. Even Yasin, you can do a try. Go into google.com, it will redirect to your local engine. Then you search web designing course. You see localized companies and localized institutes will come, not the the top, not the web trainings will come there. This is the logic you have to consider. Okay, so I won't take QA because it is too generic. Then quality assurance, even this is okay, but remember quality assurance is also very informative. It's not specific, it's informative. So I will not consider this, but remember this is a good strategy. What we will do is I will ask my client to write blog and explain about what is quality assurance. If I have a separate article, maybe I can target the keyword quality assurance, because when our client is writing an article about quality assurance, not training, just quality assurance. What is quality assurance? What is the benefit of quality assurance? Why should we use quality assurance? The fields where the quality assurance is compulsory. If the client is writing article on that, will it be really helpful for us or not? You will say yes sir, it will be obviously helpful for us. So that is the way we have to consider and we have to implement in the real time scenario. Are you understanding my point? So please consider that the keyword which are too generic, as of now we will not target, but maybe later on in our content strategy we may target the keyword quality assurance, even QA also, but we cannot guarantee any result. See, the client are very specific. They will say for each keyword they will pay money to you. Okay, if they are, suppose you know how the SEO projects will be taken are, they are taken based on keywords. If you suppose what we are charging is for 10 keywords we charge 10,000 rupees per month, meaning per keyword we will charge 1,000 per month, which means if I'm taking the keyword training, first of all I cannot rank it immediately. So the client will say you are taking money from me but you are not ranking. So for that reason, we will don't go with that broad, very generic keywords. That was one reason. Now, let us go with the next quality control courses. No, remember quality control is a relevant course, but that is a second keyword actually. That is a second section which we have divided. It's called as QTP and QC actually. Quality control means QC. Okay, that is a separate option, so we will not consider it right now in QA. Okay, then we have QA training plan. I will add it only 50, but still I will add it. Then quality assurance program. Perfect. That is also I can add it. Quality assurance courses. I will add it. QA courses. I will add it. Quality. I won't add. Quality assurance job. No. QA slash QC. No. ISO 9001. No. QA tester. No. QA QC courses, maybe yes, because there is a combination of QA and QC. Okay, see, software testing course I will target, but not for QA. But if you see in our research, we said first is GSS, right? So what is the main category of GSS means? The main category of GSS is they are offering what? They are offering quality software testing. So maybe I will target this, not for this, for the homepage I will target it. I'll take this, okay? Then quality management, QA jobs, quality assurance training, yes, I will target this. QA certification, I'm not sure because I'm not sure whether our client will offer certification or not. And quality assurance course, I'll add. Software quality assurance, no. Quality assurance certificate, no, I have to speak with the client. Quality management, QA testing. And one point I will tell you. In this, are you really getting very broad keywords? Are we really getting very broad keywords? From every angle you are getting the keywords, right? Does it make sense to, search 802 keywords now to find out our relevant keywords? Is it time consuming? Is it time consuming? Is it taking a lot of time? Yes. So now I want to tell you some easy filters. Okay. Now what is the easy filters you have? Is see here, very simple. Okay, when I'm doing this research, what are the words that should be found in the keyword, in the user keyword, which I will consider as my keyword? What are the words you think should be there in the user query? Number one, QA should be there, right? And also quality assurance should be there. So QA should be there and quality assurance should be there. So what I will do is see here. If you see on the left hand side, we have an amazing filtering option on the left side, okay, which is called as keywords to include. Okay, if you want, you can even do this in your Excel sheet, but why you waste your time in writing formulas and all that? Just use this existing tool, QA, comma, quality assurance. Right, so now you will see an amazing result. Right now, yet not two versus keywords were there, but now you will see perfect. You got only 365 keywords. 365 keywords only. Amazing, right? So all other keywords are gone. Such a nice way. Now, you see, sometimes, we don't want keywords which has a word like jobs. We don't want jobs here. Yes or no? So here you see on the top of the segment, okay, we have another tool also here, which is called as negative keywords. Remember, one is the keyword which you want to include. This is like a plus filter, and this is like a negative filter. If you go to Excel, we will have filtering. So I will add a filter and say, I don't want to see those keywords which has the word jobs, or one more thing, let me search any other thing which are not relevant. Job is obviously not relevant, and as of now, I don't want to go with the keyword certification because I'm not sure about whether our client offers certification or not. As of now, I want to avoid it. Later, I will speak with our client. Okay, let us do a trial. Now, 365 keywords are there. Drop to 343. Perfect. Right. Now, you see, I can display all of this like 100 keywords at a time also if I want. Okay. You see some keywords we missed out, job. So Even I want to add the word because it takes separately we have to add all up. Okay, job certifications. And okay, let us try. So now we got 331 keywords. So if you see, these are all the keywords which user is actually searching for. Is it a very big list of keywords we got? Right? So now see, in fact, if you want to get it more precise, you want only specific keywords to QA training and QA course. There is another filter, but remember when you apply this filter, many keywords will just vanish. Okay. See here on the left hand side, we have an option called as keyword options, and there is an option show broad related keyword ideas. Click on this. Now say only show ideas closely related to my search terms. When you apply it on, you will see 331 keywords are there, right? Now you got only 53 keywords which are very relevant, very much specific to your keyword, only relevant. Okay, you see these are all the keywords which are extremely relevant to your pages. But remember, because if someone from Canada are also searching for Atlanta searches, someone is searching from Boston also, but very low, 0 searches. You may say, sir, why people will do that? Yes, because sometimes what happens is their native place is that location and they want to learn from that location only. So maybe in that case, they can go with that particular option. Is it clear? So what is the main purpose of the keyword research? This particular process is we try to find out those keywords, okay, which are most relevant. Now I'll tell you, I will add some more keywords so that I can tell you the planning. What is quality assurance? Perfect keyword. I'll add it. What is QA? Perfect keyword. I'll use it in blogging. Quality assurance. Yes, I will add it. 30 queries. Quality assurance course online, I will add it. QA courses online, lot of keywords are there, but if you get rank for few, you'll automatically get for others also. Quality assurance definition, no, it's in generic. Software QA, very less number of queries. Maybe, this is very important. QA interview questions, already I have given this suggestion to our client as well. I will tell him, sir, this is very important keyword, lot of students will search for that, so we can get on the top for that keyword. Okay, lot of. But and one more thing, imagine that if you say, sir, please remove those keywords which has less than 10 queries because I don't want to, focus on those keywords which has less than 10 queries. If I want to do that, yes, even that filter is also available. Are you following my concept? Are you getting the concept? Yes, it's all practical. I don't have any slides to explain this, tools. I'm trying to explain you more practical oriented. So after the class, you can do the practical in the same way itself. Yes, please tell me, are you following? Everyone are following or any confusion here? Okay, right. Let me just check out answers. Yes, perfect. Good. Right. So now what I will do is, okay. Now I will ask you a question. See, let me do one thing. I'll remove all the keywords which I have added. So just click on. See, I scroll on the right hand side this option because see my screen is 1024. So if you're doing it in a normal screen, you will get it. Okay. Right. So I'll do this thing. I'll just cancel this. So we'll get all the keywords on the left side. No planning is there. Or I'll do one thing. Okay. So here what I'll do is I have removed all. So now I'll do another search here. Get ideas search. So it will refresh again. So I got 331 keywords. Nothing is added in the planning. Right. See, out of these queries, some queries are having low volume, some queries are having high volume, yes or no? So what I want to do is, I want to see only those queries which has minimum, higher than 10 searches, which has higher than 10 searches. So go to the left side, keyword filters. Average monthly searches should be greater than or equal to 11. Meaning, even if it has 10 searches, I don't want to consider that. Meaning, even if it is 10 searches, it's not my target. It should have minimum 11 searches plus 11. Okay. So now apply. Okay. Now see 331 queries were there. Now you got only 67 queries. This simply means that it has already filtered all the keywords which are less than 67, which are less than 10 queries, all the keywords have been removed. So this is a way we can able to apply the filters. The benefit of this filtering is you will not no need to worry about lot of keywords and all that. But in the same case, sometimes you will miss out some very valuable keywords also. That is, yes, fine, because if you want to get more relevancy and more options, then you need to sacrifice the number of queries also. Okay, it depends on our requirement and strategy. So now let me remove this filter, and I will select some very valuable keywords for our requirement, and then I will show you the download process. So add one, add two. Yes. QA and analysis, no. QA interview questions, yes. It's a informational query. QA interview questions is very valuable. You remember informational query. Quality assurance or quality control, maybe. Yes. I will ask my client to write article on this also. Software quality assurance, normal. Same. It's just a reverse order. QA testing, quality assurance program, yes. Yes. What is QA? Yes. Yeah. Quality assurance training, yes. Maybe methodologies, I will ask him to add an article, but as of now, no. Quality assurance courses, yes. QA training program, yes. QA courses, much 40, okay, fine. Quality assurance course, QA testing training, yes. Okay, let me download, then I can show you why am I doing all this analysis. Fine. So I think many are there, but we'll take some of these options. Now click on the download option. See, we got 15 keywords in our list. So click on download the plan. Okay, in Excel sheet, you have to take it in what? Excel sheet. Click download. Yes, save the file on the desktop or anywhere you want. Okay, perfect. Now, open this in Excel sheet. And better option is the CSV format, convert it into Excel format, XLS format. Okay. Second. Yeah. Right. So you see in this, I need to filter out some data which is not relevant to us. Okay. It's a AdWords tool. So delete this. Delete ad group. Remember, these are all concept of later discussion. PPC discussion. Delete this. Currency segmentation. Delete this. Competition suggestion and all that. Delete this. So I want only two elements. Okay. One is keywords. Second is volume. Okay. Now save this as XLS format so that it can save all your changes and other stuff. Okay, this is the option. Now what we need to do from here is, now we want to categorize the versions, whether the keyword is what type of query it will target. Okay, query type, that is transactional or informational. What is the first one? QA training, it's a transactional. QA course, transactional. Then interview questions, informational. Informational, it's transactional. Program is transactional, it's informational. Then informational, transactional, transactional, transactional. Yes. So now I can do a simple thing. Remember, based on the query, I'm able to filter this out. Okay. So what I will do is now, just a second. So I will just take out the transactional queries using the filters. Suppose I want to send a list of queries which are only informational. So then I will send a mail to my client saying that, sir, we want some articles on our website. What is QA interview questions article? Already I have sent this request to him. Then later in the next week, I will ask him to write about, first I'll ask him to write about what is quality assurance. Remember, when I say what is quality assurance and what is QA, I won't write separate articles. I will target both of these keywords, quality assurance and QA, so that I will get this both queries. That is almost 250, 260 searches, right? 260 searches I will get with one article. So these two I will be targeting directly. Then quality assurance versus quality control. Again, we will work on 260 queries and QA interview questions. And remember, there were many more keywords also. But generally, what I did was I don't consider that keyword. But if I do really practical, I have to keep. It's very time consuming, because if I do it more like every keyword I will select, it will be just time consuming. So that's the reason I'm not going into the detail, but process is similar. I need to even consider every relevant keyword also, so that based on these words we will write the article and target the keyword. So this is the way we can work out in terms of its keyword filtering option. Hope everyone got this concept of keyword research. Yes. Now any questions you have, please ask me. Yes, please. Okay, right. So no, not really actually. Let me. One question is coming from Jinsi is. So we use informational keywords only to write articles? Not really. Actually, see, writing articles is not just a matter, because remember, informational queries will lead to your sales also. As I told you, what is QA training? We write a blog for it, right? But you know how problem is, we cannot target this in our content. Why? Because our content will be about training, right? And it doesn't look, it makes sense also. Why? Because if you write information what is QA training, etc., it doesn't make sense. That's the reason, if you see in my website also, what I do is I have separate segments. Okay, so if you just search for a keyword, suppose you search for PPC, this is my target. Okay, interview questions, just this is the keyword. Okay, so you will see our website is on the first position for this keyword. Okay, and I'm getting lot of traffic with this. Remember, I may not get a transaction with this. I will not, the student may not join us, but there's a probability, because there are some candidates who don't study. They just go on to internet and they will just try to crack the interview, right? There are some students like that. So maybe some student was just going to this article list. Okay, and after that he may find that, yes, I think I should go and take up a professional course so that I can able to clear the interview very easily. Maybe he may think like that. In that case, this article will provide me lot of value as well, meaning conversion it will provide. Like one more article I've written, but it's not ranking on the top, because there are a lot of big companies are there. This is competition. Wikipedia is there. I cannot beat Wikipedia now. I need to have lot of brand value. Okay, now if you go with Google share, slide share, and Smedio, there are a lot of big websites. So that's the problem. I'll just teach you this concept now. Okay, so we have to target the long tail or short tail. See, when we start initially, we will target long tail. Okay, Indra. After that, we will target the short. You remember short tail? I told you in the short tail that when you take short tail, they are searched more. But comparative to long tail, when you combine all the long tail keywords, long tail has more volume. Overall combination, long tail has what? More volume. Okay. Right. So that is the option. So we will target both short tail and long tail, but initially starting, we will only target the long tail. Okay. Right. So now I would like to take you to the next process of our discussion, next topic of our discussion. Any questions you can ask? Yes, please. Any more question? Please ask. And remember, you need to do some task on this. I'll give you some tasks today. So you have to do some research work. You have to find out some keywords, both informational, transactional, etc. Then you will really understand how to use this tool, and how this tool is a very effective, tool for doing research and market research and all that stuff. Okay, now let me just go ahead with one more option here. So after you get these keywords, now let us filter these keywords by sort these keywords by its values. Okay, so I want to sort by largest to the smallest. Okay, but I want to only take, as of now, first I want to target only those keywords, okay, so which are based on transactional. First we'll target transactional, so say filter option. I want to target only transactional T queries. So, which are the T queries here? Quality assurance program, QA training, quality assurance training, quality assurance courses. Now, I need to understand, is it really easy for us to rank for this keyword or difficult for us to rank for this keywords? So what I will do is I'll take a new Excel sheet and rename it as keyword competition analysis. Okay, so in this I need to make up some factors. Number one, keywords. What is our keyword? Okay, next, who is our competitor site? We'll take only few of them. Then what is the age of the competitor website? What is the PR? What is the DA? I'll explain you what is DA and what is the PA. Number of backlinks, quality of content, okay, then I will say result, difficulty level, okay, difficult or easy. Okay, let me clarify what do you mean by this competitor analysis. First of all, let me clarify the point. See, when you are looking for a keyword, right, you're a new business and you're looking for a keyword quality assurance program. Like you, are there any other places and institutes in Canada who are looking for the same keyword? You will say yes, many institutes are looking for the same keyword. So the question will come in our mind is, how do we know? How do we know whether this keyword is easy, whether this keyword is medium, whether this keyword is very difficult? So I want to know by seeing the present market statistics, by seeing the present market data, I need to manually analyze whether this keyword is difficult or easy. You may say, sir, shall I do it manually? Yes. As of now, we have to do manually. But remember that if you are getting a lot of projects and your company has a budget of $100 per month, then we will use one tool which is called as Moz analytics tool. Okay, the name of the tool is what? Moz. You can go to moz.com. It's a paid tool, and you can go to, okay, start my free trial, and actually you can start a trail here, and the minimum package for this is a standard factor of 5 campaigns and 300 keywords you can analyze and 250 crawl pages. And this information, this particular software will provide you some advanced tools. Okay, with the help of this software, it's a paid software. Okay, so with the help of this software you can easily able to get some amazing research tools. I'll tell you one research tool here. See here, this is a research tool which is available in this package, which is called as keyword difficulty. Now what do you mean by that is, find out how difficult it is to rank for a specific term or reference and who will be competing against. Learn more about keyword difficulty and SERP analysis, which means in this tool you can just add your keyword immediately. This tool will tell you whether this is easy keyword or difficult keyword. Right? Sounds great, but only problem is you have to pay money to use this particular research tool. And companies will do this actually. If you got more than 5 projects, if you have 10-15 projects in your hand, no issues. You will actually work with getting this keyword difficulty options. Okay? Is it clear? Yes, please. Any questions, please ask here. So one option is paid, where we pay money and we will understand the research very easily. But if you say, sir, I don't want to make any payment, I don't want to waste any money on all this process, so can I work with this option? If you say yes, but problem is you have to do the analysis manually. Manually you have to do the analysis, and that is using this particular manual Excel sheet. So I need to prepare an Excel sheet with some factors. If we are comparing two websites, okay, do we have some most important factors in that? Like the factor number one is age. You know that a website which has good age, very old website, Will it rank better in search engines? Old website will rank better or new website will rank better in search engines? Old website. So age is a factor. Page rank. But remember, problem is we don't know the present page rank. We know the page rank of which is 1.5 year old page rank. But still, we'll try to consider. Now, these two metrics, DA and PA. Okay, these two metrics are added. These two metrics are added by. Okay. Now, DA means domain authority. Okay, this is created by Moz. Okay, this is one option, and one option is PA, which is nothing but page authority. This is called as what? Page authority, and this is also created by your. Just let me insert a comment. I'll share this document with you later on. Okay, how we know this PA and DA? These are two metrics created by this Moz.com, and how we know that is to get this information you have to download Moz toolbar. Like we downloaded SEO Quick toolbar, you have to download Moz toolbar. And one more question, before few days Indra asked me like, sir, apart from PR, how do we know whether this, the page is whether it's how do we find out? Apart from PR, can we find out is it difficult or easy? Yes, we can find out with the help of Moz toolbar. So click on Moz toolbar. So if you have download for Chrome or download for Firefox, as per your wish, okay, you can download for anyone. But already it is downloaded. If you see here, there is a small tool called as M. This tool right now is in the disable mode. This is the Moz toolbar. Okay, this toolbar will tell you a lot of information. It will tell you about the keywords. It will tell you, it will tell you about the DA. It will tell you about the PA. It will tell you about number of backlinks we have. It's a very, very nice tool to use. So first I'll go with the practical option. So that is PA, DA, PA, and all this will get from Moz tool. Then quality of content, we will do this manual check. Okay. Manually, we have to manually check this, and then difficulty level means based on all these factors, we will try to understand the difficulty check. And one more important thing, to know the age of the website, use who.is website. Okay, and for PR, we use SEO Process. This is the process we have to learn. Is it clear, everyone? And backlinks will get from Moz toolbar only. So this is the options we can work in the wave and scenario. Now the keyword which we want to target is Q quality. So this is our target keyword. Now I want to find out at least 3 to 4 competitors. Okay. So now let us go with that option. So now take a browser. Some prerequisites are there. When you're doing this competition research, you should log in into your target country website only. Meaning if you are doing research in Canada.ca, if you do research in UK.co.uk, if you do research for Indian client, .co.in. Okay. And one more important thing, all the browser cache must be deleted before you start this process. Okay. You have to delete the browser. Already it is deleted, and you must be logged out. That is also very important option. So let us go to google.ca. Okay, because it's a Canada domain. Perfect. So am I signed in? No, I'm not signed in Google search engine. So that I can now search for this particular keyword. What is the keyword I was looking for? Quality assurance training. So program. Enter. So quality assurance program. Okay. Now let us see some websites. Forget about paid. Paid is a lot of competition will be always there. So don't worry about paid options. They are all PPC. That in AdWords we will discuss about this topic. Now scroll down. See, because I have already enabled Moz toolbar in the Firefox. So now I am getting some information. Number one, first website is ontariocolleges.ca / something. Then we got some metrics here. PA 22, DA 61. And number of backlinks 5. Then Sherifadan college.ca. Most of these websites are college website, that is Serena College, Sherifadan College. So it's like DA60, PA28, DA56, PA27. So I will fill this information now. I want to know what is the first age of this website. One. So copy this. It's manual process. It takes time. Okay. So go to who.is. Perfect. So age of this website is created on 2002 0305, 2012 and 15, almost 13-year-old website. Great. So what is the first website we were looking for? This one. Age of this website is 13 years. I want to know what is the PR of this website. So open this website, this page, not the website, PR of the page. Toolbars. Enable SEO quick toolbar. Okay. You see some metrics are coming in here. So PR is not available for this page, so they don't have any PR for this. NA, because PR is calculated for each page. NA, next DA. So what is the DA of this page? 61, 22, number of links is 5. So I will type 62. I want to see whether they have content or not. Yeah, they have lot of content and lot of options, right? So they have a lot of information related to the different colleges. That's it. Not too high, not too okay, just good, just good. So next, second thing I want to analyze is the second website, manual process. Okay, second website. It is Sheridan College. Okay, yeah, 2000 and let's see this 3. Fine, created date 2003. So almost 12 years. Okay, fine. One question is been asked by a student. What does page authority and domain authority indicate and mean? You remember I told you about page rank, right? Page rank is a metric created by Google, which will analyze and tell what is the value of a specific website. Google will define it, right? Because Google is not updating the page rank regularly. So Moz.com is a third-party company, which is very one of the most popular SEO company. Okay, so what they did is they have taken some own formulas, like they created one formula in such a way that where they will see the value of a domain name by its age, they will see the value of a domain by its number of backlinks, it will see the value of a domain name by various factors. So when Google is not updating this information, but the point is Moz.com will update the domain authority and the domain and page authority regularly, so that we will able to know that whether our page is really in a position to rank well or to not rank well. So this is separate metrics created by Moz. In fact, if you want, you can also write a formula, you can also create your own metrics, but the point is it should be based on the whole internet, because Moz is a very big company, so they are able to give this metrics based on the entire internet links and lot of stuff which has been very complicated stuff from Moz.com. You got my point here, Jinsi? Yeah, everyone else got the point? Now, there will be no overall ranking for the whole website. Ranking is done page wise. Yes, exactly. One question Indra is asking is, there will be no overall ranking for the whole website. Ranking is done on page wise only. Yes, exactly. It will be done on page wise only. Because remember, each page you may be good in one content. You may not be good in other content. You got my point. Suppose, see, you are a specialist in QA training. So you may be offering this in a very, very effective way. So you will be on the top position. But you're not offering BA properly, meaning BA content is not there. You will not rank in BA. The same way, if you see our website also, we are ranking differently for each course we are offering. We don't rank the same. For each course, we will rank in a different way. That is what the logic of SEO is all about. And that's a very good challenging concept also. Okay. Right. So that's the reason you will, why why I'm spending my time in collecting all this keyword, informational, transactional, this, that. Why I'm doing that is there is no overall ranking. Okay. So the ranking is page by page. So for this one keyword, okay, this is very, very effective. I already given request to the client to write article on that. We'll wait and watch how much time he will take for it. Okay, but these keywords are very critical for the success of the company, because these keywords are more often searched in informational queries. So it will provide a real benefit for our client. Okay, just show with your website. Yeah, see here example. I'll give you an example. See, go to google.co.in, search for web designing course. Keyword is web designing course. Even you can search without login also, you will see the same results. google.co.in. Okay, so for this keyword, we are on first position. This is page wise. And also see here, very important, have a look at the PDA 26. That's the domain authority of my website is 26. PA 22. Okay, and number of links I have to this page is 70. So if my client wants, any of the competitor wants to beat me, they have to increase this DA, they have to get a better PA, and they have to get a number of good backlinks. Even content will also matter. So they have to write content better than us, then they can get a better ranking. Got my point? See here. This is very nice and logical. D of Arena Multimedia is 50, PA is 24, number of backlinks is 131. But you will say, sir, then why they are not beating your website? Even PR is 4, very high PR. So you may say, sir, why they are unable to beat you? Simple thing. Remember, my content is targeted only for web designing course in Hyderabad and web designing course keyword. For that reason, I get the rank in Hyderabad, whereas this Arena Multimedia will get rank all over India. Not in Hyderabad, they get rank in all over India. So that is the relation here. That is the relation here. Now, if you see the content of Arena Multimedia, you will see they will not use much content actually. Graphics. More is okay. They are also offering SEO. Great to hear. Okay. Right. So if you see, lot of things are there. Got my point? Now you search for the keyword web designing. So they are using the word web designing in the entire curriculum, in the entire content for one time. So bad SEO option they are using. Now go to our website. That's content optimization. We'll study this in SEO. Control F. Okay. How many times I'm using the word web designing in this page? Okay. I'm using it for 20 times. But you will never see that actually. It will be like a normal context only. But I'm using it 20 times. I'm using the word web designing in our page itself. Okay. But see, it's all randomized. Okay. Somewhere here, then here. It will be so randomized that you can't say that I'm spamming or something. When you read normally, you will feel that yes sir, this is fine, I agree with this point. But this is what we are actually doing in this implementation. Did you got a point here? Okay, this is page wise. Now let us search for other keyword. I think for digital we are not ranking. We are ranking on second as of now, but very soon we will get it on the first position. Okay, now if you see, okay, digital marketing training in Hyderabad. So if you just check out our site, I think we have lost the ranking. Yeah, I think we have dropped here. So we are right now on 5th position, because see, the fluctuation of the ranking will happen regularly, meaning sometimes you will just get the top position and after a few days your fluctuation will be there. So right now I'm on 5th position for this particular keyword. That is fine, but we'll get it back and easily we can work out on that particular option as well. Is it clear? So this is the way it will work out. Okay, so higher the PA and DA, we are in good position. Yes, but remember, PA and DA is not always compulsory. If if a website doesn't got a good PA and DA, but they have good PR, because PR is also very important. If they get a good PR, in that case also they can be on a higher position as well. So there are many factors: PR, PA, DA, age. Okay, many things are there which are considered by the website. So this is the way. Okay, so you got my point here, everyone. So to analyze the competition, we have to really know all these factors which we are right now analyzing. Okay, so what are the factors here? The factors is what is the age, what is the PR, what is the DA, what is the PA, and all that. Now see, when you analyze all this stuff, now at the end what you do is you will compare with your own website. Suppose get software, this is a separate page, right? Service.com slash, actually it's a QA page. Right, so I'll go with the QA page. So this page, I want to analyze what is the value of this page now, because it's page by page. So see, for other website I have taken only the domain name. Even for age I will calculate the domain name only. Okay. Okay. So age of this website I know is 7 years. PR of this website is not available. DA, I'll find it from DA here. Yeah. This is a home page, not the sub page, but still PA is 28, DA is 14. Very, very low. Okay. That's a home page. Sub page will be more lower than that. Okay. Number of backlinks are 8. And then I can say quality of content is just okay. Not too high, not too good. So this is where we are actually getting affected. See, our age is very, very low compared to other companies. Then PR is also very low. Then PADL is also very low. So that makes a little bit of problem for us to rank well, or to beat this particular website. We can beat them, but it will take certain amount of time, maybe 3 months or so, where we can improve our content and then we can able to fight with those particular concerns. Getting my point here? Yes, please. You can ask any questions here. Okay, did everyone got the concept here? Just 1 second. Let me take some question. Yeah, actually, we have many more options. Just by improving content. No, PA and DA will not improve. We have to improve your backlinks. You have to improve your external references. Backlinks will improve your PA and DA, and that too high quality. Meaning, if you get a backlink from Wikipedia, your PA and DA will increase immediately, because Wikipedia is such a big website. So if you are getting links from high quality websites, then your PA and DA will improve. You will see that when you are doing this practical work on content and link building, etc., you will see the improvement in the results also. Okay, so that it's all practical oriented. You will see the way how the things are going and how the things are working. So this is a method and the process by which we will do this keyword research and analysis process. Is it clear, everyone? Now out of this, how we'll do, again, it's a very lengthy process now. So I have just shown you an example, right? So now this way we will actually analyze each of these major keywords, okay, and then we will find out and see for this which are very low, sometimes we don't consider them, okay, but still if it is competitive industry, you have to find out, for the PA and DA for each and every page, and based on that we'll find out whether it's easy or is it difficult for you to beat this particular website. That is the way we will work. Okay, did you got a point here? Yes. Yeah, backlinks are very important. We'll discuss about that. What is backlink? What is outbound links? We'll discuss about that. Backlinks are very, very important. You see, you give links to 1,000 people, it doesn't matter. If 1,000 people give a link to you, that will matter. So backlinks are very important. We have a separate topic of this, which is called as off-page optimization topic. We'll discuss that. Okay, so this is a process and this is the method by which we will actually do the keyword research. Now I'll give you a task so that after the task you will understand how you can do this work in a more practical way. So the task for the today's session is, each one of you, okay, what you do is we have already given some products here. Here I have given you an example. So each one of you have to research about QTP, at least 10 keywords, minimum 10 keywords, Selenium, BA and SQL. Each one of you have to do a research on keyword QTP, Selenium training, BA training and SQL training in Canada, and minimum 10 best keywords you have to select from that option. And see, for the competition, don't do too high research. For you can't do for 10, 10, 10. You can't do 50 keyword research. Competition analysis is very difficult. What you do is for each of the topic, whichever searches are most important, whichever queries are more important, for one query you just do a competitor analysis, meaning by finding 3 websites you have to do this analysis. I will upload this document in the live search so that in our Google Drive, so you can directly get the data from there. Is it clear, everyone? Did you got the assignment? For 4 products, each one of you have to find at least for each product 10 keywords. And for one most important keyword, you have to analyze the competition and see whether it is difficult or easy to rank in the search results. Okay? Right. Any questions, please ask. I will upload the PDF also of this keyword research now. Okay, right. So this is our today's session of discussion up to the topic. This is the concept of keyword research and competitor analysis. Once you do this work, then you will clearly get a clarification of how the things are working, how the tools will work, how we implement that option in the step-by-step way you can able to understand. Okay, because I told you measuring is later option, it's not now. So that's the reason I'm including this from the equation now. But as you start working, then you can take the measurement of the keywords with the tools as well. Okay. Right. This is our today's discussion of the keyword research. Okay. Tomorrow we'll. Okay. Now one option. Yes. No questions are coming there. So tomorrow we'll continue with the next topic of discussion. Please, go through that example and please, write, work with the concept of keyword research one time in the practical way. And by tomorrow you can send me the mail on my email address, that is azhar.itguy@gmail.com. So send me your reports on that in Excel format or in doc format, etc. You can send me the results. Okay. Thank you very much for attending the today's session. Tomorrow we'll continue with next topic. Thank you very much.